Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're tuning into this video. I appreciate you guys watching. To my new subs, thank you for subscribing and watching me talk all about music, vinyl that I bought, CDs that I recently bought, even cassettes. So I'm glad you're here. Today I wanted to show you a pretty decent stack of vinyl I picked up at my local store. I traded in some stuff and I ended up getting like $90 for a stack of stuff I traded in, which I only thought I was going to get around 50, so it was a very nice day. And yeah, I used some of it and I'm going to show you what I got. There's actually even a Grail in here. And then towards the end of the video, I'm saving the best for last, I got yet another VCLT package from my friend Bo at Earhead 6. This is like the third large music package he sent me in the past month or two. So there's some really amazing stuff in there. Yeah, again, I will be putting a link to his channel down below if you want to check him out. Really big into the 60s, really kind guy. Bo is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to show you the stuff I got from Homer's, which is the local store downtown here. The first thing I got was r.e.m. and the Bunnymen. This is a 12-inch single of Bedbugs and Ballyhoo. So this is from a song from their self-titled album, I think from 1987. And so it has, you know, two versions of the song, Bedbugs and Ballyhoo, on there. But I really like the rest of it because it has covers on here. And I love the covers of Paint It Black and Friction from Television. They do an awesome cover of Friction. So this is well done. And I'll show you the label. It's just on Sire. I want to find more from r.e.m. and the Bunnymen, but they are very hard to find used around here. I'm keeping my eye out. So far I have Porcupine, and I've got the expanded edition of Crystal Rain on CD. I would love to find Crystal Rain in the future, so that's like probably a grail of mine. Okay, next I got an EP from Let's Active. This is called Afoot. And actually, up here I have, let's see if I can find it really quick. Here it is. I have Cypress already. This is a full-length album. So you'll see some CD versions offer this EP along with Cypress. This is just the EP I got for $4. And this is Mitch Easter's band from the 80s. Now, Mitch Easter is known for producing some really good power pop and jangle pop acts from the 80s. I think r.e.m. and just a bunch of other good groups. So here's the track listing there, and it is on IRS. There you go. So yeah, just a fun little short listen. This guitar pop group right here, so I was happy to find that for a cheap price. Next I found a Psychedelic Furs album. This is Talk Talk Talk, which is their second album. I really want to get their first and third albums too. Now, Gordon at Flash Gordon's One Record at a Time, he recently saw them in concert and he showed some awesome footage of the show, and he actually got to meet Richard Butler, the vocalist, after the show and got a record of his signed, which is really cool. You guys should check his video out if you haven't seen that one. But this is one that has Pretty in Pink. I haven't heard this full album yet. I haven't spun it, but whenever I hear Richard Butler's voice, it's like, oh, I just melt. It's so good. His voice is so good. So I can see myself getting into this band a lot more. And I'm going to find Sean at Sean's Vinyl Corner a copy of this in the next month and send it to him as VCLT, because he mentioned he's been looking for that. And I've seen it before around here, so I'm sure I'm going to find another copy soon. Next, I actually bought a brand new record. I bought the Chills Kaleidoscope World. It's a really nice double LP set with a lot of good literature inside. The Chills were a band from New Zealand, I believe, an 80s guitar pop band. This is actually a compilation of their early singles, and it's a 2 LP set. I'll show you. It's on like this really cute bubblegum pink color. It's on Flying Nun Records. So if you like bands like the Bats, the Clean, Who else? The Go-Betweens, maybe. You're gonna like the Chills. So what else can I say about the Chills? They had a lot of different lineups over the years. In fact, I think I was reading online saying they've had like 12 to 16 lineup changes in the longevity of their career. I think they're still together, and I think like the main dude, Martin Phillips, I think he's stayed with them the whole time. But it's just great guitar pop, kind of slightly mellowish. I really like the song Pink Frost on here. Kaleidoscope World is really good. Satin Doll. I have yet to listen to the whole second LP, but I'm really happy I picked this up. And by the way, shout out to Steve Carlson. I think his channel is just Vinyl Community Steve Carlson. He just had a big contest, by the way. I think he mentioned these guys in a recent video, maybe a few videos ago, and maybe Dean over at Grandma's Handbag has mentioned them before. So props to the VC for introducing me to, you know, some of these different bands that maybe I have never heard of before. All right, the last album I picked up, this is a Grail. I've talked about this band a lot before. They're one of my top 20 favorite bands. I've had the CD of this forever, and I've been looking for the vinyl forever. It's just been elusive. So I found it over the weekend, and it's r.e.m's Reckoning, their second album. Got it for $15. That's a pretty decent price for this album, in my opinion. Oh, I love this album. It's, I don't know, it might be my favorite album from them. You can't go wrong with early r.e.m, and this is on IRS, of course, and it has the original inner sleeve in here. Let's see. Yeah, I just love the song. Pretty Persuasion, Seven Chinese Brothers, South Central Rain, Harbor Coat. It is so good. Early r.e.m. That was a Grail, so very happy. Okay, movie. Oh wait, I have one more thing to show you that I picked up at the store. It's a CD. I love the Easy Beats. This is Friday on My Mind, and this is actually a European import. I really hope you guys can see the track listing. Possibly not, but there's actually a lot of bonus tracks. Oh, I still have the CD actually in the player, but here's what the inside. The Easy Beats are one of my favorite 60s groups. They were an Australian group. What are their names? Harry Vanda and George Young were like the two, I think, leaders of the group. And this is maybe their fourth album, Friday on My Mind. So yeah, you get a lot of bonus tracks on this. And that's one thing I like about buying CDs still, is you can get a lot of extra bonus tracks on some albums. So I really like the bonus track on here called Lisa. Yeah, and they just have like other mono mixes and different mixes of certain tracks. So yes, this was very nice. Of course, you guys know the song Friday on My Mind, but there's so many other good songs on here, like Do You Have a Soul, Pretty Girl, Who Will Be the One, Made My Bed Gonna Lie in It. This is one of my favorite albums from the 60s, so I was really happy to find it. I think if you try to find an original of Friday on My Mind, they go for like at least $50, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you can get one for around $40, but very, very hard to find their original releases, at least around here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to go online to find them. Moving on to the stuff that Bo sent me. Bo at Earhead 6. This is the third package he sent to me. Just been so kind and generous. I'm grateful to receive all these awesome records. There's a lot of meat in here. This is good stuff. So I'm going to start with Traffic, their first album, Mr. Fantasy. Now, previously, I only had their third album, the self-titled one. This is a very nice gatefold. And I haven't spun this one yet, but I think I sampled it a long time ago, and this is on Island. So you're gonna recognize a lot of songs on here. I'm sure you've heard the songs Dear Mr. Fantasy, the title track. I think Colored Rain was another one. I thought Paper Sun was on here. Maybe not. Yeah, but Steve Winwood's band, I think Dave Mason was also in this band. Just really, really solid band. They made a lot of good albums. So, Mr. Fantasy from Traffic. Then he spoiled me with some more Doors stuff. So you guys know I just got Strange Days from Garen last week already. So I have an extra copy. I'm going to see which one is better, and then probably pass my extra on. This is on Elektra. Of course, my favorite album from the Doors right here, Strange Days. And then he sent me Waiting for the Sun, which I did not have. I'm so excited to be expanding my Doors collection. Yep, here's the inner. Celebration of the Lizard King. There's the track listing. I love the Doors. So Hello, I Love You's on here. I really like the song Love Street. Wintertime Love, The Unknown Soldier, Spanish Caravan, and 5 to 1. 5 to 1 might be my favorite song on here. So very, very awesome to have that on vinyl. Then we have early Steve Winwood with the Spencer Davis Group, Give Me Some Lovin'. I'm not sure what order or what number of album this is in their discography. I think it may be 4th or 5th or something like that, but this is on United Artists. Really good album here. I just love Steve Winwood's soulful voice, his organ skills. So obviously the title track you guys recognize. I also like the song Somebody Help Me and Trampoline. I think Trampoline was a cool instrumental song. Keep On Running, that's another good one. Just a good album. Yeah. He sent me another Fleetwood Mac. So before, let's see if I have it here. Bo sent me the first Fleetwood Mac album before, and actually I just listened to it the other day. Peter Green era, this smoking good album. Then he sent me this album. It's called Then Play On. That's the back cover. You guys probably recognize that iconic cover right there. I've seen it around. And then picture the band inside. So this is where I think the first time there were 5-piece maybe, and you get so Peter Green is still in the band. I think maybe Christy McVeigh sings on a song. This is from 1970 on Reprise. I haven't been able to spin this one yet. I'm going to probably this weekend, but I'm sure it's going to be really good. I think I read that this is the album kind of where Peter Green starts to lose his mind. I don't know. I'll have to determine that. But more Fleetwood Mac here. All right, and then this is an album I've wanted for a couple months now, and I haven't been able to find it locally. And Bo surprised me by sending it, and it's the Book of Taliesin from Deep Purple, their second album. This is a really cool cover. Yes. Oh my gosh, this album is so awesome. I love the first 3 Deep Purple albums. Just really, really solid music. I can never pronounce this right. Tetragrammaton Records. Yeah. I didn't even need to do that. I could have just done this. Anyway, I love John Lord's organ playing. It's one of the highlights of Deep Purple, and Ritchie Blackmore's guitar. Like, this is an album you play really loud. It is kind of psychedelic. Yeah, just play it loud. It's really good. They do a cover of We Can Work It Out by the Beatles. That's good. Also, River Deep, Mountain High. They do a cover of that, which is also on Easy Beats, although I prefer the Easy Beats version of that song. So yeah. Oh, also he sent me another album that I already had, but he said I can feel free to pass any of these on to other VC members or trade them in. I actually just sent that other album I'm not mentioning out in a VCLT to someone, so they'll be getting that soon, and I didn't want to mention it to spoil it. So yeah, what do you guys think? That's just an amazing stack that Bo sent me right there. I'm actually still working through the stuff he sent me from the last time, so I have been plenty busy. I feel like I've just been getting the best vinyl lately. And also when I go shopping, but I've been really selective. I feel like I've learned, like this has been like a journey since I started collecting records earlier this year to now. I've just learned to be really selective in what I get. And I feel like my collection is right where I want it to be. There's not a lot of filler. It is just amazing records in my collection. I'm very happy with it. So I've learned some stuff along the way, and especially from you guys in the VC. I appreciate that. And yeah, just really happy with how my collection is right now. I'm enjoying spinning these tunes. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see what I'm currently listening to, or if you're on the Facebook Vinyl Community Group, I also post what I'm listening to there at any given day. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I think I'll be entering Noble Records contest, his 750 subs vinyl biography contest, which sounds like a really fun one. I've seen some entries for that. Been following Dylan for a while, so that'll be fun. And then trying to figure out the direction where I want to take my channel in the future. I think I want to do some more top 10, top 20 lists. I might do like a top 5 or top 10 Janis Joplin songs. I think Ravi just suggested that yesterday, so thank you for giving me that idea. I might run with that. And then I might do some more like current listening videos, what I'm listening to, get my thoughts and opinions on those. Kind of similar to what other VC members do, like Jeff Kempen, he does like the Spin Zone. I might start doing videos like that. So because, you know, my buying has been slowing down, I kind of want to figure out other things I can do with my channel, other videos, to kind of keep it interesting. But that's all I'm going to talk about today, I believe. It's getting colder here. You guys stay warm. Hopefully it's nice in your area, but we're in the 30s now. Winter is coming.
I'll talk to you guys later.